Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duelist video. In this video, I will be dueling as Kaiba for the event, which means I am not playing as Jaden anymore for it, at least for now. I might go back to him later, but for right now, no. So let me use my tickets first. What? Okay, exchange tickets. What is a skill ticket? Exchange tickets. Hold on a second. Is this going to be on the character like I'm using right now? Interesting. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to switch to a different character. Yeah, I'm going back to DX World temporarily. And I'm going to see if I can find a skill that would work nicely with you, Belle. Okay, 1 second. I'm changing characters again.
Someone inside me who believes in me.
Okay, hold on.
Allow me to share my pain with you.
Yes, we'll be sharing a lot of that. Okay, I'm going into... Alright, now I'm going to use a skill ticket. But it might restrict me to only certain skills. So let me look at this. Okay, well... What? Contract procrastinate. Oh my god. Contract procrastination. What does that do? Ragey, what is... Why would... Oh my god, dude. Okay. Honestly, what am I... Domination of darkness. Okay. Well, I actually don't know. Who should I pick? I have no idea. I'm going to pick a skill for 4. I think it's just... Maybe it would be good to choose skills that I can... Yeah. It's faster if I use a skill. I can unlock skills faster this way. Okay, so give me a second. I'm not going... Okay, hold on.
I won't let my fans down.
Yeah, she will. Okay, no, you will. Oh my god. The more I like a character, the more I have to raise them. That's just how it works. Dude, what even does it? Okay. No, I said I was going to give for one of his skills, but I hope it grays out any of his skills that I already have. It does. Okay, what does this do? Replacement. Okay. I'm going to give him this one. And I'm going to use these exchange tickets now. Give me a second. So this is a super rare ticket. But let me see what's available. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to get better at playing this. Okay. So my options here. Oh well, I have no idea what to pick. Water monsters is a good option. I can pick a water monster. Okay, so water. Okay, well, this is my selection. Okay. Well, I don't see. Okay. Oh. Oh, well, interesting. Except I don't really know if I want that card. It seems kind of stupid. Yeah, it seems kind of stupid. Wow. Okay, so wind monsters. I could work on a Fortune Lady deck. Okay. Well, fire. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Command Knight. I'm thinking of getting this card. Let me just look. I'm looking around at some options. And I'm going to check the other elements. Earth, light, and dark. And now I'm pretty sure I've settled on I'm pretty sure I've made my choice. But I just want to look at these and determine for sure. I have to just pick one. Okay, light. Okay. I see. Chaos Goddess. Okay. Well, there are definitely a lot of light monsters here. You know, I didn't consider the I did hold on. Okay, so this is light. Wind Cravo level 9, right? Ra's Disciple. Yeah, I'm not really able to I'm not able to do that. I don't have. Okay. Give me a second to consider what I mean, to be honest, maybe I will make a different choice. I never know. Maybe a better choice would be preferable. Okay. Rose switch. I've got 2 of those. Yeah, I'm just looking through here. There's not a whole lot that I want. But I actually think I should look at the spells and traps. The Supremacy Sun. Okay. And now I'm looking at the Dark Monsters because I just like those. Okay. I'm looking at these cards. I'm trying to find something, anything. Okay. And now these cards, I didn't realize that Stealth Bird is a dark monster. Okay, well. Kaiba. To be honest, I do like this card. I have 3 of this card already. Wow. Okay, well, well, are there any divine cards? No, there aren't. Okay, well, spells. I'm going to look at all of the spells that are available. And then after I do that, I'm going to look at the traps that are available. I really need to think about, expanding my collection of spells and traps. So those are better. I don't see anything here that's... Hold on. Okay. Well, I don't have... Okay. This is a ritual spell. Okay. Fighting spirit. Okay. I don't see anything that I want from here. Now, obviously, in the future, there may be cards from the selection that I want to get. But I think it's the fact that I have to make a choice to just pick one. And the fact that I have to pick just one means that I definitely do. I sacrifice quite a bit. Okay. I'm just looking through here, seeing what's around. I don't want to be on these for too much. No, I mean for too long. If I'm not careful, I swear I'll just... And now I need to look at these cards' names at the very least. Okay. I'm actually interested in maybe getting Karma Cut. I've had that card used against me so many times. Okay, well, I've seen the extent of what I can get. So, what was the card I believe I was set on a fire attribute. Yeah, so, Command Knight is going to be added to my collection. I confirm. And now, ultra rare. I'm going to see if there's any divine monsters in here. This is going to be very, very hard. But, hold on while I filter. No divine monsters here either. Okay. Dude, how am I even supposed to get the winged dragon of rock? Okay, well, wind. What's available for the wind attribute? Okay. Armed dragon level 10. What? How did I get that card? I don't know. It just says that I've got it. Which is interesting because I don't remember getting it. A flying elephant. Okay. Sure. Okay. Harpy Oracle. Well, honestly, what would I want right now? What do I actually want? When it comes down to it, what do I want? This is the hardest decision of my life. Yes, I'm acting like picking one card is the hardest decision of my life. And that is such a privileged statement. Okay, well, there are cards I want that I don't have. I mean, I could look and see if any of those are here. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to get cards I don't currently possess. Okay, so which attribute am I filtering for? Yeah, I have to ask. Okay, I think it's Earth. Yeah, it's Earth. Alright, what is there for fire? Not much. Yeah, not much. Well, I'm gonna have to look at the spells and the traps. Obviously, this is a difficult decision to make. So I'm going to look at the water monsters next. There really are many monsters. Wow. Okay, interesting. There is like nothing. Okay, well I'm going to check out the light monsters. Yes, I'm checking those out. I'm also going to be looking at the spells and the traps. Okay. This is light. You know, I could get Neos, but that would be stupid. I've got 5 Neos. I have 5 copies of Neos. I don't need another one. I just remembered what I was going to... I was considering a certain card with... I should see if... I'm gonna look at the, I'm going to look up Melodius in a second. But I actually want to look at something before I do that. Okay, I just wanted to look at these cards. Now, obviously, these are ridiculously difficult monsters to obtain. I mean, I'm just looking at some of these and I'm like, should I just make my decks better instead of trying for a new deck? I mean, I'm tempted to get some of these Cyber Angels. I'm tempted to get one of those Cyber Angel cards. Okay. Well, I'm looking at these, and I don't really see the card I was considering. I see the blue eyes there, though. Okay, well, let's look at the dark. What is there for dark? Okay. I see. I see. Well, I could get Zork, but I don't really care about Zork. Okay. And now again, I am looking at what's here. Mainly focused on the names, though. Yeah. Seriously, just focused on names. And not even, is this card good? Should I obtain it? I'm just like, I really have no idea. I could try to get more copies of certain cards for you, but I honestly don't think there's any point. I don't really see myself using you past the... There will be times when I will have to use you, yeah. But I have enough of his cards. Okay. Well, those are the monsters on my disposal. I don't know if I want any of them just yet. Okay, so looking at the spells. I said I was thinking of getting Cyber Cut. I mean Karma Cut. But I don't know. Do I really want it? Do I really want to spend this ticket on it? Man, that is just... Dude, that sounds so very strange. That I would be asking a question like that. Okay. Well, there are no spells of interest. What about the traps? You know, I still haven't decided what I'm getting from these. Okay. Did what? Teleportation. Wow. Okay. And now a big thing is the Door of Destiny, right? Well, so far, there is nothing that I want. So I guess I will filter by monsters. And now, give me a second to filter by tuner. There's probably a reason that I did not remove a filter. Okay. I'm going back to monsters and tuner. That's the effect. Okay, so I'm looking at the tuners. Though that doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. These tuners, dear God, they're bad. Some of them might actually be good, and I might just be insulting cards for no good reason, but I don't know. Okay. I think it would be good to look at the synchro choices. I've already seen it, dude. What do I want? Yeah, what do I want? Can I pick something? Well, this is the only card of interest, so I'm getting it. Yes, I'm sure. And now, how long did it take me to make that decision? This video is almost 30 minutes. It's taken me way too long, to be honest. Okay, well, I'm going back to Dark-Sided Dimensions world. I will fight the respawn, but after that, I will get to, after that, actually, what does the card trader have right now? Anything good? I'm just curious. There's a different selection here. Okay, well, I'm going to get Kaiba. I don't know when I'll use it, but I mean, I'm glad that it's there. You can target. Oh. Actually, this might actually be a good card. I might get it instead. I own 2 of them. I did not know I owned this. Okay. A trade. I'm getting Kaiba. Kaiba has been purchased. Kaiba just looks so cute. Who could disagree with that? He is definitely cute. Okay. Well, it seems to suggest that I can get something from the skill lottery. So, what do I get? I'm going to look at Shark, and I'm going to use Shark. Okay, yeah. Shark is the next one I'm focused on. Okay, well, that's it. That's it. Don't tell me there's something else, because I do not see a thing. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going back to Zexa World. This is definitely taking up a lot of time. Definitely worthwhile content.
I'll gladly do anything for my fans.
Okay, hold on a second.
This should be fun.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use the I'm going to use this trade. Yes. Oh my god, a skill calls, you're getting on my nerves. A level reduction. Okay. Well, I've used it now. So why is it still saying that? Honestly, it's probably just a bug. If I logged off and logged back on, I'd probably just not see that. So for some reason, Duelist is bugging right now. I don't think it's a particularly bad bug, which means I don't care about saying anything about it. other than acknowledging that it's a thing. And I'm doing the Vagabond. I hope I pronounced that right. So, with the National Novel Writing Month, I'm actually ahead by an entire day. I'm going to have to focus on that some more later, but I mean, it's good that I've actually been able to commit to doing it so far. And I've been getting somewhat lucky. I mean, there's still some... I still need some practice. But as far as I can tell right now... yeah. So while I do need some practice, I think... wow. Yeah, I need practice. So hopefully that's good for me. Hopefully that's good news for me, but yeah. I still have voice acting on. I still have voices enabled. I forgot. Oh well, oh well. Okay. Well, that was disgusting. But that's honestly what I get. That wasn't very interesting. Yeah, friends removed me. I'm not surprised. I don't really have any friends that play this game. At least not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm talking about actual friends, by the way. And not just people that send random friend requests. I mean, random friend requests don't really make sense. I don't really know if I should be accepting those. But, I mean, I accept them. And, obviously... okay, defeat. I won that. Okay. And now I'm finished here. I can begin working on the event. Yeah, I can begin working there. Alright. It's getting pretty early. Like, I believe the sun will rise soon. I'm very good at staying up all night. Probably not a good habit, but I can break it. The reason I'm doing this right now is, yeah, there are... hold on. Mokuba, you are going to be defeated right now. You should be doing something else instead of wandering around. I just made that up. You know, as much as the DM dub was censored, they didn't censor Kaiba's decision to jump off a building. No, I told you were losing, Makura. But they didn't censor Kaiba deciding to jump off a building if he lost a duel. If he lost the duel, he would have jumped off. Dude, that is just... they didn't censor that. Or maybe they did and I just forgot. I don't know. I don't know. We've established that DM wasn't well censored, at least for me. And obviously that would probably be because it's pretty dark in my imagination. No, legitimately it is. My nightmares are... I don't even know where some of them come from. Okay, well I won. I can stop thinking about how great it is that I just won. Alright, so some of these missions will be much easier if I just play as Kaiba instead. So let's begin. Yes, let us begin. I hope it doesn't make me go through the entire story again. But if it does, I'm going to pronounce the lines again. That's not necessary, honestly. I feel like I'm just making people just, you know, whatever. Okay, I'm finished. Now, this is round 2. Will it tell me when the round ends? I don't know. Okay, dimensional duel. Yeah, sure it did, sure. Okay, so I destroy 4 monsters in 1 duel. Okay. It shouldn't be too difficult.
Feast your eyes on this. If this is your dimension, I'll step all over it. Let us go to the realm of dimensions. Dimension Duel. My turn.
Yes, it's my turn.
Here he comes.
Prepare
I
yourself.
summon a monster.
Yes, prepare yourself.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
I end my turn.
I end my turn. It's my turn. I draw. Appear. Duza, the meteor cubic vessel. Here's Duza, the meteor cubic vessel's effect. You know nothing of power. I play cubic wave. My cubic monster's attack points are doubled, while yours are halved. Battle. Duza, the meteor cubic vessel attacks. Cubic boost knuckle. What a mistake. I activate an equip spell.
Okay.
Realize you cannot defeat me. It's not over.
We will see. I don't think I think it's... give me a second. What is in here? Dude, there is a sin in the area. Okay, well, I'm gonna change this to defense position. And this to defense position, and dear God.
I've had enough of your tricks. I end my turn. You still haven't seen what my cubic monsters can truly do. I draw. Come out. I summon a monster. Let's battle. Here I go. My monster attacks.
Okay, well,
I draw.
I need luck. A seriously stupid amount of it. I'm going to put this face down. I end my
I've
turn.
had enough of your tricks. I end my turn. My turn. I draw. Come out. I summon a monster. Let's battle. Here I go. I'll attack with my monster. Ah, this is nothing. Take this! My monster attacks. I activate the trap, Cubic Mandala, to revive your monsters. But since they lost their effects, they're not so healthy.
Oh god.
I special summon a monster. Now,
Great.
what will you do? It's my turn.
I
Draw.
what do I do? Well, first off, I put this into defense position. This is definitely a disaster. What would happen if okay, well, that would definitely be bad. And now I'm looking at my opponent's cards. And defeat is pretty likely.
I end my turn.
Oh, this is
It's my
ridiculous.
I draw. Let's battle. Go! My monster attacks. Now, what will you do? It's not over. My turn.
I'm alive
I
still.
draw.
I don't know what to do. Quite frankly, this is disgusting. Alright, well,
Join me. I summon a monster.
I'll do this. I know.
My hand. I activate an equip spell.
Yes. And now I need to attack. So attacking.
You away. I attack. You'll pay for this.
Okay, well, I'm going to end my turn and
Enough of your tricks.
yeah.
I end my turn. My turn. I draw. Let's battle. Deuce of the Meteor Cubic Vessel attacks. Cubic Boost Knuckle. Ah! Get you for this.
Yes, I'm seriously.
You haven't won yet.
Oh, I sure have.
Not over.
What?
My turn.
I have not won. So that was a pretty strange thing to just almost say.
Monster.
I guess it's because I just,
You'll pay for this.
I guess it's
My
just,
turn.
I guess it's just competitive dialogue.
I draw. Appeal. Dusa, the Meteor Cubic Vessel.
Okay.
Let's battle.
Oh god.
Dusa, the Meteor Cubic Vessel attacks.
This
Cubic
is,
Boost Knuckle. I end my turn. It's not over. My turn.
I draw.
I draw.
Okay. I still cannot summon anything. This is honestly terrible. But I think I'm going to do something.
From my hand, I activate an equip spell.
Yes. I activate this. And what do?
You'll see how much stronger I am than you.
I will attack this card.
Attack! I activate an equip spell. I activate an equip spell. Impossible!
Ugh. That definitely didn't help as much as I wish it did. And now, if I do the math, then I've lost. Because of that decision. Great.
I end my turn. My turn. I draw. Appear. I summon a monster.
This is supposed to have...
From my hand, I activate a continuous spell.
Great.
Battle. Your time's up. Meteor cubic vessel attacks. Cubic boost knuckle. You have to try harder than that. I activate an equip spell. What a mistake. I activate an equip spell.
Well, that is... I have no idea what...
I'll get you for this.
Oh, I don't think you will.
You haven't won yet. It's my turn.
Okay.
I draw.
Yes, I draw. Okay. Give me a second. Well,
Here it comes.
that's not... I mean, to
Summon
see...
a monster.
Okay. And now...
Let's battle. Get him. I attack.
yeah, I attack.
Get him. I attack. I activate an equip spell. I activate an equip spell.
I... Okay. This is a disaster.
I've had enough of your tricks. I
Ugh,
end my turn.
Great.
My turn. I draw. I set a card. Battle. Farewell. My monster attacks.
Great.
I'll make you pay. Unlike your tech, my magic has no limits.
I have been defeated. It is a tragedy. Anyway. I will stop being dramatic long enough to initiate the next duel. I will probably continue to be dramatic whenever I lose. Go away, Aigami. I never want to see you again. That's not entirely true, but whatever. Okay, so I'm supposed to be getting these fragments. Okay. You can still find fragments in other areas. And I get them to receive an event game mat. There's around 3. I guess it just goes on forever. I don't know. Well, I was... Hold on a second. Rewards... Okay. So, I've obtained all the rewards from round 2. I mean, from area 3. Okay, so for area 2... Okay. So, basically, this is how things are going to go. I'm going to finish the rounds. And then I have some videos to upload. Dude, I am not finished with the event. But I don't want to go wild with every event. I'm sure there'll be other events that I go wild with. You know, similar to what I did with 4, but it's definitely going to be a while. I'm not going to do that all the time. Okay, so I do. Mokuba, you are going to be defeated. I'm Kaiba right now, dude. Okay. Dueling, stop. I think Dueling is like, you've been playing too much.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
Like, I don't care. I mean, I know I've been playing this game for a while now, but I have done other things. Although it can be easy to forget that information. Okay. I'm over that incident, but the game still crashes too much. I mean, this is just a children's card game. Well, a complicated one, but I guess there are kids that are old enough to understand the game. And now, do they play it the right way? Well, that's debatable, I guess. Okay. I thought oh. There's a duelist that's respawned in the area. I have to kick his ass. Alright. I'm going to finish round 2 for area 1 and area 2. Well then, I won. Give me a second to go back to the event. I'm gonna have to select an area. I think that I'm still on Mokuba, so... And that should be good. I should be good to go. The roulette has been spun. Okay, so... I'm going back here. And I duel. Okay. And I go back to dueling him. And destroy 4 monsters in 1 duel. Okay. I'm not actually sure if I should care about these objectives. I mean, it would be a tragedy if I should be doing these.
Defeat is your only option. Mokuba, don't expect me to go easy on you.
Systems check. All green. Let's do this, Seto.
Duel! Here I go. My turn.
Yeah, I wouldn't go easy on my siblings either. But I can't do anything.
I end my turn.
My turn.
This is cursed.
I draw. I activate my monster's effect.
I feel like I've seen this strategy too many times.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Okay. God.
Check this out. I summon a monster.
I cannot believe this.
I guess that's about it. I end my turn.
Great.
I draw. From my hand, I activate a spell.
Well, I still can't do anything.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw. I activate my monster's effect. I'll set this card. I'm ending my turn.
Here I go. My turn.
Alright.
I draw.
Are you kidding me? This is the dumbest thing ever. I can't do
I
anything.
end my turn. Make your move.
My turn. I draw. Check this out. I tribute summon a monster. Let's battle. Go. I attack you directly. I guess that's about it. I end my turn.
Here I go. My turn.
Okay, I draw. Yes. It is time.
The souls of my dragons guide a new one to me. Come on out. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon.
That's right. Here it comes. You'll be haunted by it forever.
I activate an equip spell.
So prepare yourself. I attack.
You'll see unleash your rage. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon.
Yes!
Blue Lightning.
Unleash it all.
An equip spell.
This was nothing.
Alright.
Yeah. I activate my monster's effect.
Okay, well, clearly it wasn't very impressive.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw. I'll set this card. I'm ending my turn.
Alright,
My turn.
I draw.
I draw.
I begin by activating this skill.
Defeat is your only option.
That's right. It's the only option you will ever have. You thought it was so easy to defeat me. But, dude,
Spell card.
you should know me better. You should know me better than this. Oh, but you act like you don't. Let's begin. Yes, let's do this.
There's no preparing for this. I fusion summon.
Yes, that's right. Fusion summon right now.
Behold, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
Yes. It is amazing. It is ultimately all. It is art.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Erase 'em. Hyper Neutron Blast.
Alright. I don't
Neo
act.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon can attack 3 times.
Ooh. I see.
I'll blow you away. With this, you lose.
That's right.
tracking perfectly.
That was giving it your all, Mokuba?
Wow. It was like, dude, that was all you had? That was hilarious. And just the way he said that. It was like he expected better. Okay, I do. Yes, it is time to duel. I don't think that Kaiba can deal with his heart. I mean, he's all brains and no emotions.
Feast your eyes on this! I've been waiting for this for a long time, Pharaoh. Prepare to do battle, and prepare to lose. It's time to duel! Duel! Here I go. My turn.
Alright. Okay, well, first off, I summon this.
I summon a monster.
Okay, well, I will end my turn.
I end my turn. Here I go. My turn. I draw a card. Now's the time. I summon a monster in attack position. I set a card. My turn is done.
I
My
see.
turn.
Well,
I draw.
I do not approve of that card on the field.
Join me.
It should...
Summon a monster.
It should leave. I'm getting rid of it.
From my hand, I activate a spell. I expected you to do that.
Oh, really?
I reveal my... Now's the time. I special summon a monster.
Oh, God. Really? You're trying too hard. Alright, well, I attack.
I'll blow you away. My monster attacks.
Okay, and I attack you directly.
With this, you lose. I can still turn this duel around.
Oh, go ahead and
My
try it.
monster's effect.
Go ahead and try it. You aren't making it out of
I
this.
end my turn. Now, let's see what you can do. I refuse to lose. My turn. I still believe in my cards. I draw. I set this monster face down. I set a card. That's the end of my turn. It's time to bring this duel to an end. It's my turn.
Yes. Well, unfortunately for you, you didn't really seem to have much to bring to the table.
I summon a monster.
And so, let's see.
Let's battle.
I attack with this.
Attack.
And now I attack
Take this.
again.
You lose.
And that was that is victory on my end.
I may have lost, but I have no regrets. For it was a fantastic duel. It wasn't the real Pharaoh, so I didn't really beat him. And until I do, my scars of defeat will continue to burn.
Your scars, dear God. Okay. Well, interesting. I am done here. And now there is something I noticed while I was doing there. I see. I think I should edit the deck because there's one card that doesn't seem to be there. And I have to fix that. So, 1 minute. Okay, well that explains a lot. Okay, well, number 70. I'm saving this deck. These are the changes. And now, honestly, I'm going to, alright, let's roll it again. A duel. Okay, normal. I mean hard. At some point, I'm going to tune out a bit. So I should really make sure this video doesn't go on for too long.
Feast your eyes on this.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, Pharaoh. Prepare to do battle, and prepare to lose.
Yes.
If you are a true duelist, I expect nothing less than your best strategies.
Duel.
Alright.
My turn.
I'm just going to auto. Yeah, I feel so done. I should have plenty of. You lost. You lost already, dude. You really just lost. Alright. Okay. I obtained a fragment. Okay. I think I'm almost finished with round 2. And now I think I'm going to change the video. I'm going to end this video and then start the next video to finish off area 2. So the next video will just be me doing area 2. And I am wondering if there should be more to the video than that. Because I guess I could auto duel all of these. If that is possible. Well, we'll see. Yes, he lost. But that was definitely an interesting duel. Yes, it was interesting indeed. I wasn't really watching, to be honest. Okay, well, it's over. So, give me a second. I don't actually know if... I don't know if it's worth another video. I could probably just... Okay. I can still find fragments in other areas. Okay. So this is round 3. Now there are only rewards for round 1 and round 2. So I think I should... Well, we'll see how this goes. I'm honestly just I'm tired. And now why am I still doing this shit? Well, because I can. I'm going to bed after a certain point, so I'll be fine. Well, let's see what you can do. And now this is what I want to get done for now. Obviously, I should get these videos uploaded before the next parts are released. Okay. Well, how are things going? Aigami is losing. That's great. That's amazing. Always. Yes, what did you expect? Did you expect to kick my ass? Dude, I changed Duelist. Dude. Oh, and by the way, I can't lose every duel. Because statistically, I am likely to get lucky. Okay, well, I am not going to go into statistics. Because statistics isn't something I'm good at understanding. Okay, well. I start again. This is still round 2, so let's see how this goes. Oh yes, we will settle this. You're going to lose again, by the way. So you better be prepared you better be prepared for the loss. But if you aren't, that's not my problem. That's just yours. All right. Oh yes. You've lost again. Man, you really suck at this game. You talk about having power, but you have no power. And not against me. Not against Kaiba. You are screwed, dude. So very screwed. I mean, listen. I know what I'm doing. You may think I don't, but dear God, I do. I spinned it, and here it goes. Let's go. Let's do it. It may seem haunting. Oh, wow. Well, let's go. Let's see what happens. So, a long time ago. What? Wow. Exactly how many turns was that? I wasn't paying attention, so I mean, I'm auto-doing, and I'm also a bit tired. But I will finish I'm finishing what I said I was going to do, what I decided to do. I'm sticking to it. I don't care how tired I am. Okay, well, I won. Alright. I spin the roulette. Let's do this again. Prepare yourself. So I need to look at how nice. Yes, now I am stronger than you. I am definitely so much stronger. So you've lost. Yes. Yes, this is great. I am now kicking ass. Although, if I couldn't I have just done that myself? Why is Autodo better at doing this than I am? Well, whatever. Okay, well... Oh, okay, so I completed the zone. So that's actually everything I can do for this event right now. Okay, that's round 3, and that's all I can do. So I'm going to wrap things up using the lottery. And actually, I want to pull from a box. I actually don't know if I should keep pulling from the box I might want to consider a different box. But I'm not sure which box has the card I want. Like, I want a certain Melodious card, but I'm not sure if I can obtain it. Okay, I keep drawing. Okay, and I keep drawing over and over. Okay. Well, I pull from this. I pull from this again. I just like how I'm getting keys. I'm going to need those, by the way. I've got a lot of people to level up. And maxing them out is not going to be it's not going to be easy. Okay. Well, that's it for now. And I said I was going to do what? I know that I said I was going to look at the keys. But I said I wanted to pull from a box as well. Okay, wow. I've got a lot of gate keys. And now I just need to keep getting more and more gate keys. More than is probably necessary. Wow. Dude, white, blue, and red are over 2,000. And yellow as well. Black has some room to catch up. And yeah, there are some that still need to catch up a bit. But, you know, it's generally okay. It's generally fine. And now let me go to the card trader before I decide what to use my gems on. Okay. Dark Side of Dimensions. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't have enough. You know, do I really need to go through this? I'm probably going to have 1 million of these cards by the end of the event. So I think I should stop there. Now, what do I want to use my gems on? I could use it on the box from before, but I actually don't know if I want to keep doing that. I think I'm going to focus on... give me a second. Blazing Rose. Though, let me look through here and make sure that oh. I've pulled from here before. I mean, that's definitely obvious. But, wow. Okay. Well, let me just look at these. I have to see if there's anything. I have to make sure there's enough that I want before I pull. Because if I pull when I shouldn't. I could pull, but I need to be careful with it. I need to be careful with my pulls. Okay. So this isn't really that impressive from what I can see here. So, well, hold on. There's this card. But it has a flip effect, so it sucks. Okay. Well, I could try to get Galaxy Eyes. That sounds like a painful thing to try. Future Horizon. Is that I don't even know anymore. Okay, Stardust. Okay. Interesting. It's super heavy. Okay. Well, this is... How do I get the Melodious cards? I'm actually going to look that up. I'm going to, okay. No. Okay, Melodious. Okay. Oh, well, how do I obtain it? That's what I want to know. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Well, I think I may have, oh, well, there's one problem there. I looked at the wrong... Give me a second. Again, I want to... Melodious. Okay. List of... Yeah. Okay, so this is a list of the contents. And I need Bloom Diva. I need Bloom Diva. Bloom Diva. Okay. Well, I don't see Bloom Diva in here. I'm probably remembering a name wrong then. Okay, well, how do I get these cards? Hey, hold on. Bloom Diva, okay. And how to get a Bloom Diva, okay, how to get Pendulum Genesis, okay. Well, I can get some Melodious cards from a certain thing that has been recently released. Pendulum Genesis, apparently. I've pulled on this before. It's not very impressive. But I mean, considering I need Bloom Diva, I kind of have to... Dueling, stop. I'm almost done.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist!
I cannot believe this. Dueling, stop, please. I want to look through... I want some cards. Dear Lord, this is ridiculous. It shouldn't be this difficult to get cards. I mean, just saying. Okay. And now I'm going back to Pendulum Genesis. And I will be opening as many packs as possible. And now, obviously, I haven't done all the math, but, it's less than 20, I believe. Okay, well, this may not be perfect, but it's what I've got. And I really need Bloom Diva for oh, I've got another wave motion cannon. That's going to be awesome. Okay. Kaiba showed up again to lie to me. It's deceiving me. It's not telling the truth. It's lying about everything. Yes, everything. It lies about so much. Okay. I see. Well, I've almost opened the 10 packs. Okay, so I got some Melodious cards. Okay, well. A backfire. Right. Okay. So this is just a simple pack. Yeah, I know that this isn't very interesting. But I am legitimately almost finished. So just be patient. Okay, now I got these cards. And there was another one. Okay, yes. It's... Oh. Okay, well that's not the most interesting. I actually like that I got another of these. Yes, that is definitely... That's where my priorities are. I got another wave motion cannon. I don't care about anything else. Just that. I mean, I think it's hilarious. It just makes burn damage so much easier. I can do all the burn damage. Okay, well, that's not very impressive. I may not get anything impressive for quite some time now. But I will focus on this. Since I still need Bloom Diva. And now this doesn't help me much, really. But, well. Okay. And, okay. And the last pack is trash. Okay. Well, I've got some cards from this. I didn't get Bloom Diva, unfortunately. But I mean, I feel like it was worth it. I mean, I have some of Yuya's cards. I actually think that's good. Although his archetype isn't exactly the best. But that's just because they need to release more support for him. His archetype will get more support, and it will be amazing. But also easily abused. Okay, so I can see outside my window. And I know that I'm legitimately almost finished here. So I will get sleep. I will get plenty of it. But I just wanted to catch up with the event as far as I can. And I have accomplished that. I believe this is a great thing. So now that I have accomplished that, I will be spending the weekend doing Vault Weekend in Gems of War. I don't know if I'm gonna post any videos of me doing that. I mean, I don't think I can upload many videos of me just playing Gems of War. I can only make that so interesting for so long. I don't have a talent for making everything interesting. Okay, well that means I win, the duel is over. And I really need to stop playing this. At least for now. When I come back, hopefully I will have a lot of gnomes in my collection. I mean, hopefully I will have found a lot of gnomes. And I hope to be ahead. Yes, ahead again, and in National Not Writing Month. I want to get as ahead as possible. So, I have won. My opponent was defeated. Okay. So that will wrap it up for this video. I will be back soon when there is more content to clear for the event. Until then, wait until my next video. Oh, and by the way, I know this video is a bit long, but I'm going to upload what I have so far. And hopefully I will, okay, whatever. You guys know I'm tired. So I will be going to bed now, so wait for my next video. The event will release new content soon, so I will be recording the new content when I can play it. See you guys later.